Hello friends, today I'm going to show you how to automatically add geometry attributes in my layer. So I have like two layers here. So I have like the main and minor roads for Tanzania, and of course have like the district bundle for Tanzania. So what we're going to do here is just adding perimeter and area in this district, and of course adding automatical the length of each segment of a load into my layer. So that's how we gonna do easy way. So the first thing we need to do is adding the length automatic in my layer. So just go to vector and then geometry tool, and then if you go to add geometry attribute, if you click here, you'll make sure that the input layer is a load, and then calculating using. So make sure you need to to uh, to specify the CLI that you want to work with. It has to be in UTM zone, so that our length should be in meters. So for my case, let me just set here. So I just set to UTM zone. So this is my UTM zone, and then click OK. And if I got go more, I can just set the CLIs by exporting and then save features, and after that I'll just save the CLIs here in UTM zone. So that's how we can do. But for my case, I just gonna use the CLIs for my project instead. And then so we just go back to vector and then geometry to add geometry attribute, and then input layer is load, and then here I just gonna use the project CLS instead. And then if I just want to save my my loaded or my output to a specified file, so for my case I just save for template layer, and then if I click run, boom, so the loaded one, of course if you just right click open attribute to a layer that we loaded, you see we have like the 6 columns, and for the new one it will be added with if you just right click here and then go to attribute table, you'll find that we have our length in meters. So that's how we add the geometry attribute or the length into my loads shapefile. So again, I'll just gonna add perimeter and area to my districts. So same approach here. Just go to vector and then just go to geometry tool and then add geometry attribute, and then instead for my input layer I'll just put the guardian. That's my yes, and then after that it has to be project CLI, so I just use a project CRS instead. And then if I click learn, boom, so the added geometry, if you just open the attribute table on this, you'll find like we have like the area and the perimeter of my district. So if we go back to a new one here, if you like to click and go to attribute table, you will see that we have been added with the area and the perimeter, area in meter squares and perimeter in meters. Thanks guys.